What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video on NBA 2K. We're going to call this one NBA 2K Crash Out Part 2. Okay, I did a little bit more research yesterday after the first video, and I just realized, like, I looked online seeing what other people had to say about the game. And mostly, what I noticed is mostly all black people. It's black people complaining, bitching, whining about the game. That's what we do when we play it. We bitch and whine while we playing the shit because it be frustrating us. And we be over there just whining and bitching about the game. Talking about, man, this some bullshit. Because we rhythm people. We do things with the rhythm. And we know the game lacks a bunch of rhythm. It's meant for Caucasians to excel in it, because we actually excel in the real world in basketball. Like what we do, we like dominate the game of basketball. You know, black people do. You have a few Caucasians that's real good at basketball, but for the most part, it's black people with African blood in them or whatever it is. We're better rhythm players, running, jumping, whatever. You get it. So, yeah, man. So when they do all that analytical stuff, analytics and all that, when you got to play, you notice a lot of little Timmy, little Jimmy. They real good at the game because they know how to spam. They know how to look it up on YouTube on how to be good at the game and how to spam this, spam that, or whatever. And then it just frustrates most people and they always say it's not real basketball or whatever. It's 2K. It's been like that for years. What we gonna do? Complain about it, ask them to fix it. They gonna say, okay, well, we gonna fix it. And they never do anything about it. They just fuck up something else, and it's the same game recycled. I think they got like two games, and each year they go from one to the other, one to the other. It's like the same game, because you could notice some little differences in it, but it's basically the same game. I went back and looked at a few of my videos, and I was saying basically the same shit that it's doing now. Like when you go for a steal, and they had you see where the ball going. The guy run the same play on you 5 times. You know where the ball going. You press the steal button. Instead of your man going up to steal the ball high where the ball is being thrown, like the last 10 possessions straight, he's gonna duck low and try to steal it and then get a person in an open dunk, shot, whatever. Or they gonna have like a big man whenever you do like any type of steal. Hold on, somebody's calling. When you're doing any type of steal, how you play all out of whack, bogus. Like, although I did press the steal, like I anticipated the steal. The guy didn't throw the ball or whatever. But they had my man run all the way across the court, out of bounds, falling in the stands and everything, just for a steal attempt. When all he got to do is just put his hands up or whatever. They had him duck across the whole court and leave me out of position for defense to get a wide open shot. Like I said, there's no type of rhythm into it or anything. It's just made for Caucasians and Asians to like excel at the game. Like black people, we just get frustrated with it. That's why when you playing it, you arguing. When you lose, you don't feel like you really lost due to skill. You feel like you got crashed out. You was crashed out and you complain about the game, always saying, I hate this game. I know I say it all the time. Man, I hate this shit. Can't believe I'm playing this bullshit. That's how it be. Let me see what else we got here. Yeah, like I say online, you see a lot of people whining and complaining, but mostly the people be black. So obviously they're saying it's not for us. The game is really not for us because it's just making us mentally, it's giving us a mental illness when we play it. And there's nothing else really about it. Like when you play these games, these computer games, these Caucasians computer games, as a black person, all you're gonna do is get a mental illness. You're gonna get high blood pressure and other different diseases. So I think it's something to the game, you know, and what it does to black people. I think they truly want the shit to happen to us. That's why they always say, yeah, we're gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it and put the same bullshit out every year. Like I said, they not qualified to fix it. Why should they fix it if all we're gonna do is put our money into it anyway and and just continue to dump money into it? Like, what is the point of that? It's like a drug or something. Last I said, last time I said like porn, it's like a drug or something. You don't feel good after playing it. You feel like some bullshit didn't happen. It's like you always chasing a high when they is fucking with you, and now you winning this shit. You're doing good, and then they start fucking with you. You start feeling real bad. Even when you win it, you feel bad because they had you climbing uphill the whole game, and then they crash the other person out at the end. It's a bunch of cheap bullshit, and and like I say, if you continue to play this shit, it's just gonna give you a mental illness because the lack of rhythm. We rhythm people. We don't operate like Caucasians and Asians. We just don't. I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but there's been studies proving like our mindsets, the melanin in us, and everything, the way we think and move, everything is different. We don't operate like Caucasians, and this is their stuff. They own everything. We don't own no basketball game, so they don't hire us on to work on them to make it a good game, fun game. They like, hey, these niggas buying this shit. Let's just keep putting it out there. Niggas love their basketball. So put a basketball game out there and let's put our bullshit in it so we can brainwash them even more or whatever. Let's fuck up their healths and everything because they raging over this bullshit and everything. It's just the Caucasian shit. Like, all we gonna do is just sit on the sideline, bitch, and complain about it and keep paying them to do this bullshit to us. That's all we doing. We allowing them, we paying our money for them to bullshit us around. And we're gonna wait till the next year. They're gonna come out and say, oh yeah, we just gonna change all the bullshit. And then it's gonna be the same bullshit. That's what they do. So, and then you're gonna see a lot of black people that's online complaining, bitching, talk about, man, they did it to me again. Woo, woo, woo. There's some bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they gonna continue to do it until we make our own game or whatever. But these Caucasian computer games gonna have you like a fucking trained dog. That's it. It's training you to have a mental illness. That's all that is doing. That's why you're stressing over the game. You don't feel good after you play the game. It's a bunch of BS. When just check your blood pressure, even after watching a 2K video, you seeing all these people. Why you think there's so many people making videos online about the game? Cause it ain't right. You look online, you see a million videos about how the game bullshit, what Mike Wang need to do or whoever need to do, Ronnie 2K, whatever. They gonna do this new thing. They gonna fix this in the next update, the next patch or whatever. But it's a gang of people on social media complaining about the game. YouTube complaining about the game. For what? You just gonna keep giving them your money? What you complaining for? What you gonna keep bitching about the game for? You need to find somebody that know how to make a basketball game. It don't have to be NBA. Something that makes sense. That when you play it, you can play with rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like you play on the real court. With style and rhythm. You ain't got to play in a box how they want you to play. You know what I'm saying? You can reach for steals, go for steals, and the ball don't bounce right back to the player who originally had the ball. Or your man do a fucked up animation and go way out of bounds somewhere. Or The pass is high, your man duck low to try to steal it. And then, or you on a fast break, the other guy on a fast break, and you trying to defend, and they split the Red Sea. They open it up wide open for them to go. Your defensive players, computer players, just don't act like they got a mental illness on defense and just be all backwards. They don't crash you out 24 all the time. Like y'all, if y'all want a better video game, you don't have to make one yourself. They not qualified to do it. They just gonna keep putting out the same products that's making them billions of dollars every year. I mean, shit. Would I do it? Probably. If I had some, I know they was gonna buy it. Like I ain't gotta make no adjustments or nothing. Just let me put out 2K19, 20, 19, 20, 19, 20. Just go back and forth with the game and make millions of dollars and don't have to do nothing. Shit. That's all they doing. They pockets getting fat. We complaining. All we doing is complaining and whining. Shit, I was probably one of the first people started this shit, whining on the internet and shit. My site ain't built up like most people's, and I don't know how to do this YouTube shit like that because I got other shit going on. I'm just be on here bitching and complaining like everybody else, so. Cause the shit give me mental illnesses and shit when I play the shit. Like, man, this shit is not right. This shit is giving me a mental illness. Like, what the fuck? Niggas be going crazy, talking shit to motherfuckers they don't even know on the game. Motherfuckers be talking mad shit. Like, motherfucker, I beat your ass, nigga, I'm gonna beat you. Like, dude, why you playing like that? Why you ain't sticking man to man? Why you ain't doing it? Man, shut the fuck up. Why you cat away off fucking playing, motherfucker? Could you just be have a fucking mental illness on this shit? God damn. This game ain't shit. But yeah, this part two, we probably gonna have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, cause shit ain't gonna never change. But most likely, I'm gonna never play the shit again. Because I understand what's going on with the shit. Or I may do play the shit. Like I said, it's like a drug, the shit. Addictive, all your friends play the shit. So you want to whip their ass on the game. That's how I started with the shit. Like, old school. Have a house full of people playing 2K. But now it's 2. I don't even say that, but you get it. It's 2. Shit is ridiculous, man. The shit is too bullshit. Too much bullshit. And it's gonna continue to be that way. But alright, y'all. This part 2 of 2K crash out. Look for the let me know if they crash out lately. Alright, later.